Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And my question of today is, are you buying the dip? Starting it off, Ripple versus SEC. Court approves case management plan and scheduling order. The court has approved a schedule for the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit, and the confirmation hearing date for the new SEC chairman Gary Gensler has set to be March 2nd of 2021. So again, we have another date which we can be really excited for, and we got a couple more, so we're going to read this partially, or actually I think fully, because this is quite some important stuff. We've talked about the Ripple lawsuit very often already, I know, but since we got some new info, I think it's very important to just cover it so you guys all know what you really are waiting for. Attorney James Phelan or whatever, has shared via Twitter the civil case management and scheduling order document for the Ripple versus United States SEC. The document, approved by Southern District of New York Judge Analicia Torres, shows the roadmap the case will follow in the coming months. The court order indicates that the period in which new parties may enter the lawsuit is now closed unless there is a court order for which the parties have 30-day period to apply. In addition, it is revealed that the initial disclosure should be completed within the next 2 weeks. Also, the court has ordered that the initial discovery phase has set to be complete by July 2nd, and this is actually really interesting because the discovery phase we have actually said was going to be done at about somewhere August, but I guess that's a little bit earlier. Wait for it though, because there's a little bit more coming as we read further. The dates were set as part of the discovery phase and may be changed. However, if there is an agreement between Ripple and the SEC, so this can still change, the discovery phase comprises the initial request for production of documents which are due March 31st, interrogatories with a deadline of June 4th, completion of depositions by July 2nd, which is that date, and then request for admissions set for the same date, also then, and then the discovery of expert reports that may be delivered by August 2nd. So again, it's not the full July 2nd date, but it's actually August 2nd then, if you think about it in a bigger picture. But in the eyes of the community, there's likely to be but the eyes of the community are likely on the beginning of July. After the date set for the discovery phase, the parties will meet again to discuss a possible settlement according to court order, which again has been really tweeted out a lot by James K. Phelan. Ripple versus SEC. This is the court-approved case management plan and scheduling order so that you can see what is coming in the future. As CNF reported, Ripple and the SEC issued a joint statement a few days ago, ruling out the possibility of a settlement for the time being. However, it was clarified that the payment solution company had only negotiations with the prior SEC administration, and that's where things become interesting, as there have been no discussions as of yet with the newer SEC, and we've all already stated that, well, Gary Gensler is quite positive on crypto, and I really believe that he also thinks XRP is a cryptocurrency. So a talk with this new administration could actually result in quite some new interesting things. That, let me just put it like that, because we don't know exactly if Gary Gensler will be really accepting or if he will follow the legacy of the previous SEC, or really what his plans are. We have no idea, as we haven't seen anything from him just quite yet. But again, the confirmation hearing has been set for March 2nd, so things might really change from that point on forward. And so we're going to have those in our agendas. And even though a lot of crypto might fall over the next couple of weeks, we don't really know, depending on what Bitcoin's going to do. It could actually be that XRP is actually going to keep gaining a little while, and DeFi possibly too, or possibly a couple other coins, which we'll talk about in just a second. As well, we got a really positive day for XRP, and people really often just buy in anticipation of stuff like that. People say, don't buy the news, don't buy the news. Well, you definitely can sometimes, and it's definitely worth it sometimes. Stuart Aldroti, the legal over at Ripple, said, the law requires that persons of ordinary intelligence be given fair notice of what's prohibited. That's why it's important we learned that sophisticated parties, after engaging with the SEC, concluded that transacting in XRP wasn't prohibited, but in fact permitted. As well, the SEC should have explained to them that it's actually forbidden to trade it or hold it or stuff like that, which they didn't do, which kind of is another, go of like, hey, you can do it. Because, well, since they've been investigating XRP/Ripple for so many years, they should have known by then, right? Or at least should have put up a warning, which could have been like, hey, this might become illegal. Frank, he tweeted out to Stuart, which got a lot of likes on some of his other tweets. Hi, Stuart. I mailed the SEC different times last year and even in 2018. Here is the mail on October, I think. And what that basically is from the SEC, there's multiple mails going around right now because of this whole ordeal. All the SEC is saying back is like, hey, in this case here, I'm not sure if this one is real, to be completely honest. Again, not really sure, but there's a lot of people putting up these emails saying that they haven't made a determination, basically. In this case here, we appreciate the opportunity to review the additional concerns about XRP. Please be advised, the SEC has not issued a determination on whether the crypto is a security. Whether a cryptocurrency is considered a security will depend on the characteristics and use of the crypto, yada, yada, yada. Point being, in my opinion, that they didn't know as of that point, which is not a prevention, right? So from that perspective, they kind of have the go-ahead to go for it. In a different sense, it's all that the SEC could say. Because if they didn't know, they didn't know. And right now they know, right? So now they're suing from that perspective. But let's move on though, because I found some other interesting stuff. And by the way, if you're watching this far into the video, make sure you press the like button to help with the YouTube algorithm. And, subscribing, I think that would also be a smart idea. You can always unsubscribe, you get notified every time I upload a interesting new crypto update. So why not do that? Elon Musk loses world's richest title as Tesla stocks and Bitcoin even plunge. That didn't really do good for him. But some others are speculating that Elon Musk is actually going to be buying Cardano/Ethereum in the future, and it really just depends on how strong you are in your shoes, basically. Or no, let me say it differently, how much you are of a believer in this type of stuff. As what happened was Elon Musk changed his bio to Metafork. What is it now? Let's quickly see exactly what it was. I believe it's Metafork. Yeah, and Cardano's, one of their first sentences is Cardano is a fork on the road. And again, there's a road in there. Musk bird is what he has in his profile picture. It's basically a bird on the road. They've met each other. You can see here, that's the picture, a fork on the road. Elon Musk, Metafork. Yeah, I mean, to a certain degree, could have been. Now he changed it to Doge all day, Doge all night. He's actually going crazy about it, huh? He knows no bounds. He knows no stopping. This guy is going mad. He loves Doge. Oh my days, is he a pump and dumper, huh? Yeah, that is interesting. Magnus Carlson asked, is that the real one? No, I don't think so, huh? No. He asked, why do you love Doge so much? He says, I love dogs and memes, which I guess is a respectable thing. It's pretty funny, though. It's pretty funny. Your influence on this coin has stopped, bruh. Yeah, I mean, it hasn't really, because it's still pumping every time he says something about it. I even talked about it over on TikTok. And I know, guys, a lot of you are saying, Dusty, why have you done this? Why have you made one? Are you a 16-year-old kid? No, this is not because I really wanted to. It's actually because one of my friends said, man, a lot of people might join the Discord or might join your community over something like this, and you might be able to help a lot of people who are not too knowledgeable of it. It's like, man, okay, I'm going to sell my soul and basically make a TikTok account purely for the sake of getting more people on Discord, right? So that's, again, what I've done here. If you think it's stupid, hey, it might be, but, it might work. And again, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more. Now, Square follows Tesla by going big on Bitcoin. Payment processing firm has been making systematic investments for quite some time. And actually, there were a couple of articles coming out here, which I guess I've closed. No, here we go. Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey's Square nets billions from Bitcoin sales. The payment company said in its results statement overnight that selling digital currency through its Cash App servers over 2020 had allowed it to rake in around $4.6 billion in revenue, which really piqued my interest. Because I'm thinking about it all the time, like, hey, so this whole crypto adventure can be so extremely profitable for him. He can really kind of let go of Twitter eventually purely because of everything that's happening in the Cash App. It's really crazy like that. Ripple price prediction, XRP on-chain metrics scream buy as upswing to $1 looms. I'm not going to say it actually does, all right? I'm just going to tell you guys to be careful with all of this, as we're still in a really interesting range. I've told you guys about that yesterday in a video. I'm not going to show you guys the prices today once more, because I think you already know. But just be careful with going for big buys right now. I think buying the dip is definitely a good thing, but be careful with it, as it's not a guarantee to make profit right now. We can go down further, and you should have it in the back of your head. Right? We're not really out of the clear just quite yet, even though I am personally buying. Chainlink achieves scalability breakthrough with its off-chain reporting solution. A lot of people were sending me this one. I'm not too interested, but all right. Chainlink has deployed its OCR solutions to mainnet. Chainlink's Sergey Nazarov says this will result in a 10 times increase in the amount of real-world data that oracles can bring on-chain, which is really exciting for Chainlink as a whole, yet it's happening during a bearish period right here, and thus a lot of people are not so positive about it right now. I mean, it's a positive advancement though, so from that perspective, it's very nice. Let's see what else we had. I don't think we got anything. BNB is up 530%. And one thing I find interesting about this is Binance has restricted crypto withdrawals. Is there hope this will stop? I'm sometimes thinking they've stopped Ethereum withdrawals, which they did, partially because of the huge fees, which there are. I mean, the fees are ridiculously huge, but also partially because on the side note, they're always saying, Binance Chain is what's going to take over Ethereum. Binance Chain is so good, Ethereum is so bad. Binance Chain this, Binance Chain that. And maybe they're also stopping it right now because of all of this, right? Because they want Binance Chain to be the better one. So for example here, BSC is not an Ethereum replacement or killer. I believe Ethereum 2.0 will be awesome when it comes out. Until then, BSC is more likely a Ethereum 1.8, 100% backward compatible, faster with lower fees. For those holding Ethereum, no need to attack BSC. We together make the industry bigger. Ethereum price did not drop. It increases together with BNB. Have an infinite mindset. And yeah, I guess his basic point is just, don't hate on us because, well, from a certain perspective, doing that will make you a very big target. And right now he's playing it smart where, well, he's really promoting the shizzle out of BSC while also not really, putting them down. I think it's a very smart approach to things. However, in the end, though, his actions speak something else. As he has stopped people from withdrawing Ethereum, he says it's because of the fees, but the funds are safe. It could be a very big market strategy, right? Where they're stopping you from withdrawing the fees, withdrawing Ethereum, mostly because they want you to sell it and then buying something else. For example, Binance Chain, or allowing you to, I guess, transact Binance Chain as simple as possible, or Binance BNB, but Ethereum really difficultly. It's just some tactic possibly. I think it's smart though. But let me know what you think about that down below in the comment section. That was the video for today. Hopefully you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys again in another one.